Think about the animal kingdom for a second. Your dog, your cat, and even a common goat have a biological superpower that you completely lack. They can produce their own vitamin C directly inside their bodies whenever they need it. If a goat gets stressed, injured, or faces a harsh winter, its liver simply ramps up production, pumping out grams of ascorbic acid to keep it healthy. But millions of years ago, a random genetic mutation stripped our ancestors of this ability. This left humans as one of the few species on Earth, alongside guinea pigs and some fruit bats, that must hunt for this specific molecule in our food just to stay alive. We are essentially evolutionary mutants, entirely dependent on our environment for our very survival. Without this molecule, our bodies quite literally fall apart at the seams. This is the story of vitamin C, the master antioxidant that acts as the biological glue holding your entire physical structure together. To truly understand why this vitamin is so critical, we have to travel back to the age of discovery. Imagine you are standing on the deck of a wooden ship in the year 1747. You are surrounded by men who are losing their teeth, whose skin is covered in dark purple blotches, and whose old wounds are mysteriously reopening as if they were fresh. This was the terrifying reality of scurvy. For centuries, scurvy killed more sailors than all naval battles, shipwrecks, and storms combined. It was a slow, agonizing death. The mystery was finally cracked by a Scottish surgeon named James Lind. He conducted what is now considered the first clinical trial in history, dividing sailors into groups and giving them different treatments. The group that received citrus fruits made a miraculous recovery. We now know that the secret weapon in those lemons and oranges was vitamin C, or ascorbic acid. But what exactly was happening to those sailors? To answer that, we have to look at collagen. Collagen is the most abundant protein in your body. It is the primary structural component of your skin, bones, tendons, and blood vessels. In scientific terms, vitamin C acts as a mandatory cofactor for the enzymes prolyl and lysyl hydroxylase. These enzymes are responsible for stabilizing the triple helix structure of collagen fibers. Without vitamin C, these fibers cannot form correctly, meaning your body can no longer repair itself. When those sailors suffered from scurvy, they weren't just sick, their bodies were literally dissolving because the glue holding their cells together had vanished. This is why the first signs of deficiency are bleeding gums and slow healing wounds. It is your body's structural integrity failing at a molecular level. One of the most fascinating and often overlooked facts about vitamin C is where it hides in your body. While it circulates in your blood, the highest concentration of vitamin C is actually found in your adrenal glands and your brain. Your adrenal glands sit right on top of your kidneys and are responsible for managing your stress response. When you are under intense physical or emotional stress, your body burns through its vitamin C reserves at an incredible rate to produce cortisol and adrenaline. This is why people who live high-stress lives often find themselves getting sick more frequently. Your body is literally sacrificing its chemical defenses to keep you alert and functioning under pressure. In a way, vitamin C is the fuel for your resilience. The brain also hoards vitamin C. In fact, neurons have specialized transporters that pull ascorbic acid out of the blood even when levels are low elsewhere. In the brain, vitamin C helps regulate neurotransmitters like dopamine and protects the delicate fatty tissues of the brain from oxidation. There is emerging research suggesting that maintaining high levels of vitamin C may play a role in cognitive health as we age, acting as a preservative for our most vital thoughts and memories. Beyond its role as a building block and a stress buffer, vitamin C is nature's most potent antioxidant bodyguard. Every single day, your cells are under constant bombardment by free radicals. These are unstable, highly reactive molecules produced by everything from air pollution and UV rays to the natural process of digesting your lunch. If left unchecked, these free radicals cause oxidative stress, which is the underlying driver of chronic diseases, inflammation, and premature aging. Vitamin C works by heroically donating its own electrons to these radicals, neutralizing them before they can strike and damage your DNA. If you are a smoker, this internal battle is even more lopsided. Every single cigarette you smoke creates a massive spike in free radicals, destroying roughly 25 to 30 milligrams of vitamin C in your bloodstream almost instantly. This is why the National Institutes of Health officially recommends that smokers consume at least an extra 35 milligrams of vitamin C every day just to maintain a baseline of health. It is not an exaggeration to say that for a smoker, vitamin C is the only thing standing between their cells and total oxidative chaos. Vitamin C is also a critical partner for your nutrition in ways you might not expect, especially concerning iron. There are two types of iron: heme iron, which comes from meat, and non-heme iron, which comes from plants like spinach, lentils, and beans. The human gut is notoriously bad at absorbing plant-based iron. However, vitamin C is a game changer here. When you consume vitamin C at the same time as your iron-rich plants, it prevents the iron from forming insoluble compounds and converts it into a form that your intestines can easily grab. Simply adding a squeeze of lemon to your spinach or having a bowl of strawberries with your iron-fortified cereal can increase your iron absorption by as much as 67%. For anyone struggling with low energy or anemia, this nutrient pairing is one of the most effective biohacks available. When we talk about the immune system, we enter the territory of myths and half-truths. Does vitamin C prevent the common cold? The answer is a bit more complex than the marketing on the back of a supplement bottle. Large-scale meta-analyses from the Cochrane Library have shown that for the average person, taking vitamin C daily won't necessarily stop you from catching a cold. However, it does consistently reduce the duration of the cold by about 8 to 14% and significantly lessens the severity of the symptoms. The story changes, however, for people under extreme physical strain. For marathon runners, skiers, or soldiers training in subarctic conditions, routine vitamin C supplementation has been shown to cut the risk of getting sick by a staggering 50%. It works by supporting the respiratory burst of your white blood cells. Your immune system's frontline soldiers, called neutrophils, actually accumulate vitamin C at levels 40 times higher than what is in your blood. They use this concentration to protect themselves from the very toxins they release to kill invading bacteria and viruses. But can you have too much of a good thing? Because vitamin C is water-soluble, your body is generally excellent at flushing out what it doesn't need through the kidneys. However, if you consistently consume megadoses exceeding 2,000 milligrams a day, you might face complications. The most common issues are digestive, diarrhea and stomach cramps, because the unabsorbed vitamin pulls excess water into your intestines. More seriously, for those predisposed to kidney stones, high doses are a risk factor. The body breaks down ascorbic acid into a substance called oxalate, which can bind with calcium in the kidneys to form painful stones. As with all things in biology, the Goldilocks zone of balance is where health truly lives. So, where should you find your daily dose? While the orange has the best marketing team in the world, it is actually a middleweight in the vitamin C world. A single medium red bell pepper contains nearly 3 times as much vitamin C as an orange. Other champions include kiwis, guavas, strawberries, and even broccoli. If you are looking for the absolute super sources, you have to look at the Amazonian camu camu berry or the Australian kakadu plum, which can contain up to 50 times more vitamin C by weight than a lemon. One vital tip for the kitchen: vitamin C is incredibly fragile. It is sensitive to both heat and light. If you boil your broccoli in a large pot of water for 10 minutes, you are effectively dumping most of the vitamins down the drain. To preserve the potency of your food, try steaming, microwaving, or, best of all, eating your fruits and vegetables raw. Even the way you store your juice matters. Orange juice kept in a clear glass container in the sun loses its vitamin C content much faster than juice kept in a dark, opaque carton in the fridge. Understanding vitamin C is a humbling reminder of our place in the natural world. We are a mutant species that lost a fundamental chemical factory inside our own bodies, making our diet our primary lifeline. Every time you eat a piece of fruit or a fresh salad, you are performing a rescue mission for your cells, providing them with the tools they need to stay glued together, to manage stress, and to fight off the invisible threats of the modern world. It is perhaps the simplest, most researched, and most effective tool we have for long-term health and vitality. Thank you for exploring the deep science of the master antioxidant with me today. If this journey from the decks of 18th century ships to the molecular level of your adrenal glands gave you a new perspective on nutrition, please hit the like button. It helps our community of health-conscious learners grow and ensures these stories keep reaching those who need them. Do you rely on supplements, or do you try to get your fix from whole foods? Let me know in the comments below, as I love hearing about your personal health journeys. If you want to keep unlocking the secrets of how to optimize your body and mind, make sure to subscribe and click the notification bell. Until next time, stay healthy, stay curious, and move forward.